torso and hips. We'll begin with establishing alignment, then move into the breath, and then get our core strength in place. So, place the stick so it's equidistant between your feet, rest your hands at heart height, unlock your knees, level your pelvis, lift up through the sternum, and lift up through the crown of your head. With that basic alignment in place, then open up the breath wave. Begin by exhaling all of your breath, and now inhale, inflate your belly, widen your ribs, lift up through the top of your sternum, and as you exhale, the sternum, ribs compress, scoop out the belly. Round 2, belly, widen the ribs, lift up through your sternum, exhaling from the top down, scoop out your belly, and one more time, breath wave. And exhale, scoop out the belly. What a wonderful feeling. So from the alignment and breath, let's get our core strength in place. Feet are wider apart than the hips. Press down through the feet, press down through your shoulders, and press down through the stick. Equal and opposite. Lift up through your pelvic floor, draw your navel in and up. Lift up through your sternum and skull. Holding this equal and opposite strength in the body, continue the breath wave and slightly move all the joints of your body so that there's no rigidity or stiffness. We want to develop stability with mobility. And then lastly, pause for a moment and check into the sensations in your body. Feel what it's like in your body right now. This is the really essential key to a good game. Okay, from here we'll start to open up the core of the body. Feet wider apart than the hips, knees bent, hands comfortable distance apart. We begin by releasing the lower part of the back. A simple rotating movement, a gentle squat through the middle, a light lunge to the sides. The breath is exhaling to the sides like this. This is a wonderful way to release any tension in the low back. And as your body starts to warm up, begin to let your head turn to the side. When you do, pick up the heel of the rear foot and pivot around the ball of the foot so there's no irritation in the knee joints. And then once you really start to warm up, you can let your body rotate, looking towards the horizon behind. And come on back. Feels so good in the bottom of the back. Next, we're going to open up the side body, similar basic position. Now, with a gentle squat, press up with the underneath hand. You can see how this powerfully opens up your side body. Here we go. Remember, the gentle squat in the middle also helps to open up your hips and your sacral joints. It also lubricates the knees. This dynamic breathing is terrific for energizing and detoxifying. And come back around. Just let your body be free and easy. Now we'll open up the body more dynamically to the side. Press the foot of the stick away. Head of the stick is at the height of your navel, palm facing towards you. Same position with the feet. Deep breath in. As you exhale the breath, each time I'm pressing the stick down into the ground and pressing my arm powerfully over. And last time, pause, pressing down, opening, stretching, big breath in. Inhaling back into the center. Great feeling in the body. Opposite side. Inhale, coming back. To help loosen up the shoulders from that simple trapeze movement. Again, notice I'm pivoting around the ball of the rear foot, letting the hands come behind the back of the head, releasing the shoulders, elbows, hands, and wrists. Okay, now let's open up the upper part of the back. Many of us have a lot of tightness around the shoulders before we begin the game. I want to open up the upper part of the back. For this one, the stick rests in the crook of the elbows. For some of us, that's an irritation, so also you can hold the stick in front. Works equally well. I'll demonstrate from this position, however. Same widening part of the feet, same bending through the knees, same using the full breath, and here we go. Notice the gentle squat through the middle, light lunge to the side, and for the first part, I'm facing directly forward. This really helps to unlock the base of the neck. In addition, I'm shortening the stick, squeezing the ends of the stick towards each other to give upper back stability. As my body loosens up, turning to the side, and again pivoting around the ball of the rear foot. And when my body really opens, all the way around to the horizon. To open up even more through the entire back, again, same stance, this time bringing the back forward, focusing the gaze of my eyes at a point. And as my body starts to relax, turning the hips, the torso, and the chest. Also compressing the stick, shortening the stick, squeezing the ends toward each other gives wonderful upper back strength. And coming back around. Well, I love how that feels. Then to add more core strength, we add a gentle back bend. For this one, be sure to pick up strong core strength. Draw the inner thighs towards each other, draw the navel in and up, and the sternum lifts up and away. The hips press forward, so we're in a gentle back bend. Pointing my gaze to the sky, resting the gaze at one point. Wonderful feeling. Continuing to open the back and the hips, essential parts of any game. We start with the hands shoulder width apart, same foot position. The stick is placed at the top of the hips, not at the low back and not at the center of the buttocks. Bring a big breath in, draw the thighs together, lift up through the pelvic floor, scoop out through the belly, lift through the sternum, get your core elements in place. As you exhale, lightly press forward. Bending the knees, lifting the chin as much as is comfortable for you, big breath in. Exhaling, knees bent, hips go back, arms forward. Shift your weight from one foot to the other, releasing all across your low back. A great way to start the day. And then back through neutral. Second position, hands are wider apart, press the hips forward. Big breath in, strong core strength once again. This time, in addition, we can roll from side to side. Long, deep breaths, belly, middle, upper chest. And lengthening forward. Shift the weight from one side to the other. This time, drop the left end of the stick to the ground. Drop the right end of the stick to the ground. Lightly lunge from one side to the other. Nice. And come on back up. Third round, hands are wide apart, big breath in, exhale, press the hips forward. Once again, strong core strength. This time, squeeze the ends of the stick towards each other, shortening the stick, and see how there's even more room to move, strengthen, and open the back. Be sure to listen to your body in this so you're not irritating yourself in any way whatsoever. Big breath in and reverse. Shift the weight from one side to the other. Drop the sticks to the left and to the right. Sweep one side forward and then the other side forward. And for the next few breaths, just let the stick completely open the upper back and shoulders. Nice inhale, coming back to center. Big breath in and release. Feels wonderful. Okay, to lengthen out the spine, the foot of the stick is away. The head of the stick is centered on the chest. Bending the knees. Stretch the arms forward and slide the hands down. Adjust the position of the stick so it's vertical and stable. Sweep the hips from one side to the other. As the hips go one way, the head of the stick goes the opposite.
There's a terrific opening for the side body. Gives a great stretch through the spine. And then press the head of the stick away. Bend the elbows, bring it towards you. Press the head of the stick away. Bend the elbows, bring it towards you. One more time. And then walking your hands up from the hammock position, come all the way back up. Big breath in, exhale. And then here's a terrific series for completely opening up the length of your spine. Foot of the stick away, big breath in. Strong core strength is needed here, particularly in the belly and the pelvic floor. Draw the thighs together, bend the knees, press the hips forward, lift the sternum up and away. The chin wherever it's comfortable through your body. Big breath in. As you exhale, keep the knees bent, press the hips back, stretch the arms forward, lengthen the arms. There we go. Hips press back, hands press forward, shoulder blades back towards the waist. Subtle movement from side to side. Now, most importantly, bring your attention to your tailbone and begin to curl the tailbone under, rounding the low back, then the middle back, the upper back. Chin is still against the chest. Walk your hands up the stick. Now open up the spine. Big breath in. And round two. Knees stay bent, hips go back, hands walk forward. Wonderful. Your spine is going to love you for this. And beginning in the tailbone. Curl it up. And round three. Your whole body will be taller, but have more space between the joints of the spine. Pause here for a moment. Turn the hips side to side. Terrific release across the low back. If you feel open enough, you can let your whole torso turn, and the head can look down and see the floor between your heels. And then coming back up, returning to our starting position. Once again, establish your key alignment points. Feet, knees unlocked, pelvis level, sternum and skull. Breath wave sweeping through the body. Your core strength in place. Joints of the body open. Take a long breath in and out now. And be crystal clear on where your body is in space. Feel every little part of your body so you know where you are when you're playing your game. Okay, torso and hips.